We are top dressing urea on corn here on June the 7th, 2018. Ty Higgins on the Ohio AgNet with this cab cam brought to you by Fennig Equipment. Lee Radcliff is just south of Columbus here in Franklin County. What in the world are you doing?
We're top dressing our corn with a treated urea with a Kuhn axis spreader that we've been doing for a few years now. Works out pretty well.
I gotta say, I've never seen this contraption before, and that's for good reason. Not too many of them around.
No, there's not. There's only a handful in the state, and it's kind of a little bit of a European design, I guess.
How'd you find out about it?
Dave Scheider was from Integrated Ag. He's kind of the little bit of an innovator, I would call him. He's kind of got us started with this and got us pointed in the right direction. It's worked out real well for us.
There are a lot of options of putting urea on, not just this time of year, but later on as well. What were the advantages of you choosing this route?
Well, the biggest thing for us is we've got some ground that's pretty rolly, and we don't really have a good option as to a piece of equipment that we can pull behind without having some drafting issues and damage of the crop, and mainly the efficiency of being able to apply it in a timely manner without worrying about having the corn too early of a stage or too late of a stage. So we can apply the nitrogen when we want to.
You can kind of see here that it pulsates. If you look real close at the screen, you can see it throwing out. How far is it throwing out, and just how accurate is it?
It is extremely accurate. It is. We're actually applying it 120 feet, and we can control it through our dear Gen 4 screen here through section control, and we can also control it variable rate if we need to. But we're just applying a set rate right now. But the biggest thing with it is the efficiency and the accuracy of what the machine's capable of doing, and being able to apply it that far and do less damage and not have any drafting on some of these hills. You can tell some of this ground's pretty up and down and got a lot of slope to it.
How are things thus far in the growing season?
Pretty good. We've been really blessed with a lot of timely rains. We've still got a few beans that we need to finish on some farms that are some white clay that have definitely caught all these storms. But all in all, we've been pretty fortunate.
This farm pretty unique, and a lot of your acres are. You're working along with OSU. Tell me about this particular plot and what the goal is here.
Well, this farm in particular is a multi-varietal. There's an offensive and a defensive hybrid. OSU's working with precision, and on these kind of farms we can apply variable rate on this piece also, but we also have a opportunity to put an offensive hybrid on some of the more productive ground, and then some of the more defensive products on some of the tougher ground, and reduce the population as needed. So it gives us a lot of variability that we never had before. We can place the product where we need it and place the population accordingly.
Lee Radcliff here in southern Franklin County, our guest for this cab cam, and it's not something you see every day, and there are not a lot of farmers in this part of the state, but I imagine if some drove by, they'd be turning heads, and I appreciate you taking time for me.
Thanks, Ty.
For the Ohio AgNet, I'm Ty Higgins. We'll see you down the road.
Thank you for watching the spring edition of the Cab Cam brought to you by Fennig Equipment. I'm Gary Fennig, and here today we're showing you some equipment that we purchased from Salford. It's the Salford Pathfinder that it pulls behind your implement. So this particular piece of equipment can be used for cover crop or dry fertilizer, putting it behind a strip till unit or behind a vertical tillage tool. So there's a lot of things that we can do with this piece of equipment. It holds 6 tons of product. It has a blower system on the back end of it, and we have different various meters that we can put underneath this tank depending on how many runs you want to have. Here is our baby Valmar. It's our smallest Valmar that we offer in a poly hopper. It'll hold roughly 1,800 pounds of product. We can put this either on top of your tillage tool, or we can have it a toe between as a 3-point mount. So give us a call today at 419-953-8500, and we'd be more than happy to help you out with these Salford products. Thanks for tuning in.